you're still opposite.
I am streaming live, hopefully to Facebook Live, to YouTube Live, and to Periscope. Can you turn that light on all the way for me? Please and thank you. Wow, there I am. Let's see if anybody shows up and see if I get any messages. I have no idea if this is going out. I think it's going out to YouTube and I think it's going out to Twitter, but I'm not sure about Facebook Live. So, interested to see what happens there. Anybody out there? Anybody? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Anyone? Anybody? Anyone? Are you going to try it?
What do I do?
Oh, cool.
Search you?
Let me see. Let me see. You would go to Keto Dudes.
Well, I follow you, so normally it would just go, oh, I don't follow 2 Keto Dudes.
No. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, there it is. That's the... Oh, look at that. YouTube Live is online. Birdie. Birdie says, hello. Hey, Birdie, I'm just testing things here. Hello, sir, going gonzo. Let's see if we can get anyone from Periscope or Facebook Live. In fact, I'm going to head over to my Facebook to the...
I don't follow 2 Keto Dudes, so it wouldn't show up.
I'm going to head over to the Facebook page and see if anything's going on over there. Again, just testing here, folks. Nothing to be afraid of. Seeing if I can get any... See if I can get all 3 of these platforms working at once.
Alright, I'll follow 2 Keto Dudes and then see if it comes up.
Okay. Let's see. Do we have...
Nothing.
I don't see anything on Facebook Live. I see there's a thing for tomorrow at 9.
There's nothing on Facebook.
No, there's nothing on Facebook Live. But, look, oh, we got somebody from... Hey, Siobhan is on Periscope. All right, so we're on YouTube and Periscope, but not quite Facebook Live. Periscope is working. Awesome. And we're streaming to YouTube Live and Periscope at the same time. I'm using Restream. Facebook Live I have yet to figure out, but I will by tomorrow morning, I promise. So, you know, technology is great when it works, isn't it?
Can she hear you?
Yeah, everybody can hear me. And you too. They just can't see you.
That's fine. Hi, Siobhan.
Kelly says hi. She's a little shy right now.
Can you hear her?
No.
What?
We can just see what they say. We can't actually hear them. If we could hear everybody talk, there would be cacophony. Yeah, good. I'm looking forward to these streams as well. I did Facebook from my MacBook and YouTube from my iPhone. Okay. Nobody got a Facebook Live invite?
Let me see if I kicked in.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Rebecca. His mom says hi. Now you're on camera. Everybody saw you just then.
Sorry.
She's a little shy. A little tired. All right, well, as long as we're all here, anybody have any questions? Besides, how do we get to Facebook Facebook Live? Like I say, I'll figure that out by tomorrow. Might take a salt intake. Is that a question? You need more. So what I understand about salt is that most people who are glucose burners all the time, chronically, have elevated levels of sodium because the kidneys abnormally hold on to sodium when insulin is high chronically. Okay? So when you get rid of that and your insulin is low most of the time, your kidneys process the salt that you eat correctly and the electrolytes, and you end up peeing a lot of it out. And that's what should happen. But for 100 years, we've all been uh, walking around with elevated levels of sodium because our kidneys hold on to it. Why they do that, I don't know, but they do. You'd have to ask Jason Fung. He's the kidney guy. And um, so what ends up happening is you end up needing to take more salt. And when I talked to, and Richard and I talked to Dr. James Nicolantonio, he educated us about that. And it turns out that the upper limit for salt intake when your kidneys are removing it is pretty high. So when you're keto and you're dizzy, you get keto flu. That's a good indication that your electrolytes are out of whack. So salt, a lot of people do pink salt, especially when fasting, but also when going keto. And if you feel crappy, take it. And if you still feel crappy, take some more. I don't know. That's all I know about salt. Hey Carl, your American friend in Mudgee, New South Wales. Just found you while I'm doing a workout. Very cool, Vicky. If you went carnivore, would you expand your meat range beyond pork belly? Okay, first of all, I eat a lot more meat than pork belly. Okay, I love a good ribeye. Kelly's giving me the stink eye. I love ribeye, and I love braised short ribs. I love beef. I love lamb. I love pork. I even like chicken, mostly chicken thighs and chicken wings. But yeah, I eat a wide variety. Ooh, I eat a wide variety of meats. Stephen Finney suggests bone broth and bouillon cubes, 5,000 to 7,000. Yeah, 5 to 7 grams of salt a day. And right, so if you have carbs and your blood sugar, your insulin goes up chronically, then yeah, the only thing that they can do for hypertension is reduce salt, right? But really, the best thing to do is reduce carbs, which naturally flushes the salt. Yeah. All right, Kelly. She's sick of hearing me talk about keto all the time. It's because she really needs to. I don't bug her about it though. Oh, is Brenda here? You said hi, Brenda. Siobhan said hi, Brenda. I didn't know Brenda was here. Let's see. How long have you been doing keto? I started in February 2016. I was doing low carb-ish before that, and I had lost some weight, and I started in earnest in January, February 2016. I lost about 80 pounds by July, and I've kept it off um, since then. And I hit the dreaded stall that most people hit, and we don't really know why that happens, but it does. Happens to, I bet if you did a poll, every single one of you who's lost weight on keto has hit a stall. And we like to make up reasons why we're stalling. Oh, we eat too much cream, or we eat too much dairy, or we eat too much this or that. But that wasn't ever a problem when I lost my 80 pounds, right? So there's some body hormonal thing that happens. And Richard Morris has a theory that your your fat cells actually become more insulin sensitive. And so the key into getting past that stall is to reduce insulin further. And the best thing to do for that, of course, is intermittent fasting and window eating in a window, and the combination of both. You might find that there are some foods that are better or worse, but I think it's an individual thing. I don't know. So I've been doing keto since then. So in going carnivore, how will it affect bowel movements? And is cheese allowed on a carnivore? I don't know. I'm not a pure carnivore. I don't like rules. I hate rules, actually. I like to intuit my way around to things and try things, and if they don't work, I don't do them. That's pretty much it. Um, I don't like the word allowed. I think everything is allowed, and you try it, and if it doesn't work, you stop doing it. It's pretty much easy. Just learning a lot about fasting from Dr. Fung. Yeah, everybody hits a stall at some point. Zorn, which broadcast is live? There's one on Periscope and there's one on YouTube live right now, and they're both the same. So pick one. Oh wow, a live stream. Yes, I've been at my same weight for over a year, but have lost 53 pounds total so far. It's been 2.5 years. That's great. And the what we tell people is don't be bullied. You know, keep calm and keto on. And when people just bug you about your weight, just right there. I don't have diabetes. I'm not going to lose a leg. So go bite me. Right, Brenda? Bite me. Yeah, I mean, people don't listen to people, really. It's hard, but people will try to knock you down. I've never had issues to the carnivore question. Most people report improvement. Yeah, I got to tell you that on the days that I'm just eating meat, everything works better. I feel a little stomach grumble the first time, and then everything works out, BM wise. I agree. I don't like fiber anymore. You finally see who I am. Well, okay, here it is. Yes, I'm happy. That's all that matters. Exactly. I was wanting to interview you guys and have you on my small Facebook channel. Is there any way I can set that up sometime? Absolutely not. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, of course. Just reach out to us by email, dudes@2ketodudes.com, and we're happy to talk to anybody. You know that. I was talking to my friend about you guys and the complexity of obesity, not just food, but trauma too. She said it sounds like a fantastic community. Yeah, it is. We're just realists, We don't have dogma. If you're talking about the podcast and the forum and stuff, we tried not, we just try to be nice to each other and encourage people to test foods on themselves and see what they can tolerate and what they can't. And you're not going to die. You're not going to die if you have some carbs one day. Just get right back on the horse. And you're not going to die if you don't have enough salt one day. Your body's pretty flexible. It's the chronic problems, chronic high insulin that causes problems. Chronic high blood sugar causes problems. So you just switch your normal to keto, and everything else will just work out if you keep calm and keto on. Never had bowel problems when I was kind of or 7 months carnivore. Yeah, I think there's a lot to that. Yeah, and we may discover that there's a thing called meat adapted at some point in the future, and where it's sort of like a gut change when you eat just meat and animal fat. I think there's something to that. You know, what can I say? Uh, it's That's all there is, I guess. I found doing keto carnivore for the last 6 months around 225 grams of fat and 125 protein, all from only meat and water, is giving amazing results all around. Well, great. Congratulations. That's great. Brenda, I'm glad you pooped fine. As you can see, we're like one big happy family here. Nothing is sacred. Had a lot of interest on my post about the Zorntini today. Was that oh, Kevin's here? I did I miss that? Or is Kevin with you, Brenda? Okay. Yeah, so I was at Starbucks and I had a Zorntini. I forgot the name of it though, but Brenda definitely turned me on to it. It's that hibiscus um, passion fruit tea, which doesn't have any sugar and heavy cream. And it's just the ticket in the late afternoon if you're on your for me, if I'm on my first day of fasting, which tends to be heavy cream only or butter only or just fat, it's great late in the afternoon because I don't need the caffeine. Are you in the camp of high dietary fat? Going Gonzo says, are you in the camp of high dietary fat or lower to allow more body fat to be used? So many people are either one or the other. Your thoughts? Okay, so it depends. I'm a consultant. I have to say that. It depends. It depends on how fat adapted you are, how much body fat you have, and how hungry you are, right? I think if you're hungry and you're fasting and you're like, "Oh my God, I'm going to die if I don't have some food." First, you try some salt because that might go away in 10 minutes. And then, have some fat, just pure fat. I mean, shoot olive oil. Boom. Have a shot of olive oil with a little salt in it, right? If you're hungry, fat is the ticket. If you're not hungry, there's no reason to eat more fat. That's a signal from your body that you don't need to eat. And I would say don't eat anything. If you're not hungry, just don't eat, right? But then when you do get hungry and you do eat, make sure that you have adequate fat to satiate you, to satisfy you, because you'll end up eating less in the long run because you're not hungry. So I am definitely a fan of using fat to control hunger, but not to eat it to excess when you're not hungry. Okay? Um, and I think Brenda agrees with me. What's the highest amount of grams of fat you've eaten in a day? Will that maybe kick me out of this stall down to my last 5 or 10 pounds? I have no idea what will kick you out of your stall, Melissa. And I have no idea how much fat I eat. I don't weigh it. I'm not a scientist. I mean, I am a scientist, but I'm not when it comes to food. I just eat until I'm full. That's it. One meal a day seems to be the very best of both worlds and very balancing all around. Yes, unless you're not eating enough fat. If you're eating one meal a day and you're eating mostly proteins and a little fat and you're calorie restricting, that's a sign for disaster. When you eat, you should eat mostly fat if you're on this keto thing. And then don't eat for as long as you can. I mean, it's pretty much that easy, I think. Anyway, I was strict carnivore 7 months and lost 50 pounds in 5 months. That's Brenda. Yeah, Brenda is a titan. She can crush your head with her thighs. Only woman I know who can leg press 800 pounds 10 times and not break a sweat. All right, so I'm going to be live tomorrow morning at 9. Fat. Yeah, so what Siobhan just says is really a good idea, and this is, straight from Megan's mouth too. I think I need to mix things up and go to 2 meals a day from 1 meal a day. Got to do that occasionally. I think mixing it up in general is the way to do it. And also, uh, try try eating earlier in the day and stopping. I found that when I eat after what 5 6 p.m., that's when I don't lose weight. That's when nothing happens on the scale. And not that I measure everything by the scale, but the converse of that is if I'm eating one meal a day and I'm eating it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I stop it by 4, really good things happen, especially if I eat enough fat. scale moves. So, oh, good. I'm glad. Really comfy. Good. Excellent. Good, good, good. These are, and by the way, these are just things that have worked for me. I'm not saying they'll work for you, but they're definitely worth trying, I think. Um, let's see. Are you still eating your one meal pork belly? How much did you lose doing that? Well, I lost like 9 pounds in 1 week doing that. And then like I had to travel. I had to go to a conference and eat at places where there was no keto, and I put it back on, you know. But I know that given enough time, and I have a lot of time here coming up, and this is why one of the reasons I'm starting the stream, given enough time where I can control what I eat and do so very diligently, I think I'm going to have some really good results. So, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this stream, to check in with you guys every day and let you know how I'm doing. I fasted. I did a fat fast today. All right, so it's only heavy cream. I had a couple of times in coffee. I'm feeling great. And then tomorrow I'll do a salt water fast for at least a day, and hopefully I'll be able to do that again on Saturday. And then on Sunday I'm going to eat. And then when I say I'm going to eat, I'm going to eat. Yeah, I'm going to eat. And I'll let you know from then on. I'm going to start doing one meal a day, and it's not always pork belly, but it's just a wonderful thing. Do you watch YouTube Keto People? I did when I started keto. Richard Morris gave me all these great links, but no, I don't. I don't anymore. I don't spend any time watching other other people unless somebody posts something. Quite frankly, in our Slack channel, the admin Slack channel, somebody will find something interesting and post it, or I'll see something on Twitter by somebody I really respect, and so that's how I find things. My blood glucose is high next morning. Otherwise, I'm not sure what the context is there, Claire. I'm sorry, I missed one of your messages. Are you finding using urine therapy with keto helpful? Are you talking about urine strips? No, I talked about that today, and it's something that we have to correct all the time. I think you're talking about urine strips, right? Um, the urine P strips basically test only one ketone body, acetoacetate, and that is the one of the first ketone bodies that your body generates when you get into ketosis. The problem is that as your body then begins to transmogrify that into beta hydroxybutyrate, there tends to be less of it in your bloodstream, or in your urine rather. So you really have to switch over to using a blood ketone meter like the ones we have. I think I have one here. Let me get it for you. Gotta find it. Here it is. I have it in a kit right here. And this measures beta hydroxybutyrate in your blood. I got it on Amazon. It's a Freestyle Optium Neo. You see that? Okay. And it comes with, well, it doesn't come with, you have to buy them, and this is where it gets expensive. You get the blue strips for glucose, and you have the pink strips. You see that? Pink? It's kind of pinkish. It's kind of a yellow light, so you can't see that, for ketones. I'll actually do it here. Siobhan, yes, Dave is fascinating. He is the one guy that I do follow. Well, not one, but I mean, I see Dave all the time. So I have a alcohol wipe. I always do this. and I use my middle finger. I'm sorry, my ring finger, the other middle finger, and my poker. You know the thing that I don't even have it anymore. It broke. My thing that you load these um, little devious little pokers into broke. So I just oh, I guess I should put one of these in. It broke, so I basically take the needle and stick it in my finger manually. So there you go. That's the hi.
Hello.
I'm live. Just so
Okay.
you know. So don't swear.
Fudge.
All right, so this is the blood sugar. Now you see it's asking for blood. I'm going to poke myself right on national, international. There we go. So now I'll see. You can see a little blood popping up there. All right. I'm going to squeeze it so it comes out. Just put it right on this thing here. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, now it's counting down. 3, 2, 1. And my blood sugar is 81. Yay! 81. Yeah, hardcore, right? When when the admins get together at these conferences, we like to play ketone poker. Everybody puts in $5, and whoever has the highest ketones wins. All right, I'm going to put the keto strip in here, and I'll do this. I'm poking myself, Emmy.
Ugh.
I'm live, by the way.
Blink harder, Dad.
I know. All right, so here's my ketones. This is a live stream.
Cool.
Yeah. It takes longer to get your ketones. Keto Ruby, did you end up fasting today? Yes, I did. All right, so 1.0. There you go. Hard ketosis. Solid ketosis. Yeah, I got one. My kids just came home, so I'm going to sign off. But I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning if you're going to be around. Okay? Yes, Siobhan, you won ketone poker against Brenda after you'd eaten at Breck. Neener, neener, neener. All right, good night, everybody.